Here I have inserted my image on my Google Doc, and I'm just going to show you a few other options you have with them. So the first, as I'm sure you know, is you can resize. If you want to keep the proportions, make sure you grab the corners, otherwise it will distort it a little bit. Oh, Control Z is your friend. And the next thing that you can do is crop. Make sure that you grab the black. Sometimes, especially if they're right next to each other like that, you can actually resize instead of crop. So there I made it a little bit more square instead of rectangular. And then the other thing you can do is add a border, even give it a style and a color, just like with tables if you choose to. Additionally, if you click on image options, you get some options here. The first one is size and rotation. So if instead of dragging, if you needed a certain size, you can adjust in that way. If you want to rotate, you can do it by hand or jump in 90-degree segments. Text wrapping, you can also do this by just clicking on it, but I usually almost always put it with wrap text. I think the other video showed you this. That way you can work it in wherever you want and the text just wraps around the image, like so. The last couple of fun options that you can do with images is recolor them. So you have all sorts of color options here that you can make it. I like this teal one, so we will go with that. And then adjustments, it's no Photoshop, but you certainly can make some changes. You can bring the transparency up, the brightness, play around with the contrast a little bit. And if you don't like it, you can always reset it and then start over. And those are just a few things that you can do with images on Google Docs.